Narrative and cultural analysis of the UFO first contact scenario. First contact in orbit. A deep narrative analysis. Timeline of key events, from orbital appearance to first landings. The narrative begins with a normal day shattered by the sudden appearance of a mysterious UFO in Earth's orbit. Astronomers first detect an anomalous object moving into a stable geosynchronous position above the equator. Within minutes, global media broadcast blurry telescope images of a smooth, enormous vessel glinting against the stars. The initial public reaction is shock and disbelief, a mix of awe and panic familiar from countless sci-fi dramas. Unlike those often chaotic movie scenes of riots and burning cities, however, the real response is more subdued. People mostly freeze in place, glued to screens or gazing skyward. Around the world, governments convene emergency meetings and military forces scramble jets and satellites to verify the object's presence. Literary as in Arthur C. Clarke's classic Childhood's End, where alien ships suddenly appear over every city and the whole world comes to a halt, waiting to see what will happen. Literariness.org. Humanity collectively holds its breath. Humanity collectively holds its breath. There is no attack, no ultimatums, just an enigmatic silent watcher in orbit. In the first 24 hours, attempts to communicate are frantic. Space agencies beam radio greetings on all frequencies. Scientists use laser pulses to flash prime number sequences. World leaders broadcast multilingual pleas for contact. On social media, hashtags like #WeAreNotAlone and #AlienInvasion trend alongside nervously humorous memes. The UFO itself remains unresponsive and motionless. Military jets sent to approach it report an uncanny sight. The craft is far larger than anything ever built on Earth and shows no visible means of propulsion, hovering effortlessly. Literariness.org. When two fighter jets venture too close, their electronics suddenly fail. A controlled electromagnetic pulse emanating from the UFO knocks out their instruments, forcing them to glide back to safety. This demonstration of technological superiority is gentle but firm, recalling Klaatu's tactic in the day the Earth stood still of temporarily disabling the world's power as a warning. EBSCO.com. The message is clear without a word spoken. We can neutralize your best weapons. Don't be reckless. Chastened, global military postures shift from confrontation to wary observation. A tense calm prevails as humanity waits for the visitor's next move. Days turn into weeks, and an extended first contact drama unfolds in stages. In the first week, the UFO maintains its silent orbit. Public fear gradually gives way to curiosity as it becomes evident the mysterious ship isn't attacking. Astronomers sharing high-resolution images note that the vessel occasionally releases small glints, perhaps probes or drones, which circle the ship as if making surveys. Each day at 12 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, the UFO emits a brief flash of light visible to the naked eye, interpreted by some as a deliberate signal or greeting. Teams of scientists and linguists work around the clock to decode any possible meaning. Then, on day 9, a breakthrough, radio telescopes receive a sequence of signals from the object. It's a pattern, a series of pulses matching prime numbers, then simple mathematical constants. The world's experts erupt in celebration. The aliens are responding using universal math, a strategy long theorized for first contact. en.wikipedia.org. This moment mirrors scenes from Carl Sagan's Contact, in which detection of an intelligent signal, also using prime numbers, is humanity's first confirmation of extraterrestrial communication. en.wikipedia.org. In our narrative, after an agonizing week of silence, the visitors finally speak, and they choose the language of mathematics. Over the next 2 weeks, an international science team labors to establish a communication channel. The aliens escalate their signals from pure math to more complex data, eventually transmitting rudimentary visual patterns and sounds. Linguists like the protagonist, a communication expert, struggle to interpret these symbolic messages, reminiscent of the laborious translation efforts in Arrival. Fullintel.com. Bit by bit, a picture emerges. The aliens seem to be teaching humans a basic lexicon, geometric shapes, chemical formulas, a simple pictogram of Earth. They are saying hello in the only way possible given the gulf between species. By week 3, enough of a rapport is built that the first true message comes through. A modulated audio signal is received and painstakingly decoded to reveal a synthesized voice speaking slowly in multiple human languages. People of Earth, we greet you in peace. The first contact has formally begun. With communication established, attention turns to the next phase, a face-to-face meeting. The alien visitors propose an exchange. They invite a small delegation of humans to visit their ship, and in return, they will send an emissary down to Earth. This triggers a flurry of activity in week 4 as humanity prepares for an unprecedented diplomatic mission. The United Nations takes the lead in organizing a response, following protocols that experts had drawn up for just such an event. en.wikipedia.org. en.wikipedia.org. Recognizing the need for a unified front, world governments form a joint panel to select the first human envoys to the alien craft. In a scene reminiscent of the deliberations in Contact, where a multinational team is chosen to travel in an alien-built machine. en.wikipedia.org. Scientists, astronauts, and even artists from various countries are vetted for the historic journey.